This is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button.
393 Crump presents Mr. Hardaway, the ultimate entrepreneur with clothing, books, and music.
393 Crump, apartment 206. A young nigga having dreams of getting rich.
393 Crump, Mr. Hardaway. All links are below.
And let's get right into the news. Well, Sexyy Red is now going to be doing a song with Chris Brown. They've been spotted together and announced that they have a song coming out soon. Now, everybody keeps keeping this. This is what is going. This is what the demise of rap and hip hop. Like when you keep these like little funny things alive. Where Sexyy Red, we know she can't rap. It's not something you're gonna ever play back. It's like a lot of music in 2009 and 10. You get these every once in a while. Something that's supposed to be just funny and for the moment. And people just keep dragging it out. Like Drake thinks it's a big joke. Like, yeah, I'm going to just keep. Drake has actually done so much good for rap and hip hop. And now, but also does a lot of damage along the way. Like stuff like this just makes a joke and a mockery of everything to me. Like Sexyy Red does not make good music. It was funny in the beginning where she was like, you know, booty hole, all that kind of stuff. That was funny. And then, you know, it was kind of like for shock value for Drake, but he just kept it going, man. And, you know, I'm glad she's able to take care of her family and she has millions of dollars now. But it's like, let's be real here, okay? We're stretching it out too much. And the only reason Chris Brown wants to do anything with her is because of Drake. Okay, a lot of people copy Drake. And we'll get to Drake in a second. Drake is really doing damage to his brand, I would say. Like that whole thing, doing a 2-hour interview with Bobby Altoff for a second time when we didn't even want it the first time. A lot of people aren't going to. I would never watch that full 2 hours. Drake is not being challenged enough to me. It's like a lighthearted joke to sit down. And why? Why does he continue to keep her alive? What is with him keeping people? These are people that were planted into everything, right? I know why he did the Sexyy Red thing. It was because of Larry Jackson, his friend, at Gamma. He did it to promote Gamma Records. The same reason he's doing the Bobby Altoff thing. It's for his talent agency that he signed to, right? But it's like, really, we're just doing favors for favors and we're not worried about like, hey, why don't you push someone else forward? Like, why didn't you do a 2-hour sit down with Academic, somebody that promotes you nonstop and defends you nonstop? It's goofy stuff, man. Drake's doing a lot of goofy stuff, and you know, I love his music, and I love that he helps a lot of people, and he's put a lot of people on that, you know, like really changed music and helped music, you know, but in the same sense, he hurts it at the same time. He does damage. In this, he disses Rick Ross. Says Rick Ross has fake jewelry. He keeps talking about Kendrick Lamar like, I'll be seeing you boys outside soon. Like, yo, bro, nobody's scared of Drake, okay? And you can't defeat Kendrick on the mic. I mean, I do disagree with that, like, Kendrick Lamar demolished him. That didn't happen. Drake had a good comeback. But what hurt Drake is that Kendrick Lamar's replay value was, like, way more. I didn't agree. The narrative got out of control that Kendrick Lamar demolished Drake, okay? He didn't. But the replay value was way better, and Drake should have known better, dropping that soft song. It's the same thing with 50 Cent and Rick Ross back in the day. 50 Cent thought he could defeat Rick Ross with the Pimpin' Curly thing and Lighthearted Records when Rick Ross was just going for it, and he won. Rick Ross won the battle against 50 Cent because 50 Cent didn't take it seriously. I don't think Drake took it seriously enough, to be honest. He could have split that song into 3, but he did one long song, and then he had nothing in the clip to go back at Kendrick. Kendrick was ready each time. Drake's not good at battles. The only one he's ever won is Meek Mill, and Meek Mill obviously just isn't prepared for anything. He lost his deal with Rock Nation and is now just fumbling the ball every chance he gets. I mean, he lost his deal pretty much in 2021, let's be real, and he hasn't had any kind of comeback since. He just has bragging rights that he travels with billionaires. He's a billionaire's pet. Cardi B wins her battle in court, and she warns everybody that, hey, I'm going to let this one slide. I'll take this one on the chin. But anybody else makes false accusations against me and tries to get millions of dollars from me, we're going to take money from you if we win. We're going to make you pay the legal fees. We're going to make you pay the damages. This woman said that Cardi B attacked her in a hallway, and she says that she'll die saying that she's innocent, right? She'll take it to her grave that she's innocent. Was she innocent? I don't know. But you know what? I wouldn't blame Cardi B for putting hands on that woman anyways. If someone's following you and just like, oh my gosh, it's you, and you're trying to do a very private appointment as far as a doctor's checkup, that's a violation. That's a violation. And honestly, the woman kind of asked for it. Meek Mill gives away chain. This is what's funny. See this guy that's putting the chain around his neck? Meek Mill takes back everybody. So, like, say everybody's outside from DC, he gives them their chains. At the end of the night, he makes them give back the chains. He puts them back in the safe. He doesn't really let these people rock out with the chains. Very rarely does he let them hold the chain. He always wants the chain back. You don't ever have a DC chain. And he gives this chain to a kid that reps Dream Chasers. And then, Meek Mill's going off on like, everybody has some dreams to chase. And, basketball players have this tattooed on them. This is a movement. Bro, it's over, bro. You've been going triple plastique for years now. He even, Speed, someone connected him with Speed. Who is Speed going to link up with in Philly? Meek Mill's the only person. Maybe Uzi. That would be the only other person. I think Uzi is going to link with him. But Uzi's friends with Meek still. So he gives Meek Mill, pretends to give him this chain. Obviously, Meek Mill's not giving him a $100,000 chain, right? $50,000 to $100,000, whatever this thing's worth. But this is how desperate Meek is to try to tap in. He's copying the Drake moves and everything of, embracing streamers. Meek Mill's the one who used to make fun of podcasts. Now he's on podcasts all the time, Meek Mill used to make fun of streamers. He used to make fun of academics for streaming. But now he wants to be on, he's just embracing things too late, and the damage is already done. And Meek Mill is just lost. He can't make a hit. He can't make any decent songs. It's very weird because he's very talented. I just don't get it. I've never seen this before. Like, it's just what we see it every once in a while. Like, we see it with Jim Jones. Jim Jones has his moments, then he starts feeling himself too much. Like, Meek Mill still thinks this is 2012. He still thinks he has that hype. Bro, that is long gone, bro. Drake says Rick Ross has fake chains and jewelry, and you know what? Meek Mill won't defend him. Nobody will, because Rick Ross and Meek Mill hate each other. I'll tell you that much. I think they're still cordial. They don't like each other. Remember how close they were when they dropped that album together? What was that, 2 years ago now at this point? Right after that, Rick Ross said he bailed Meek Mill out and bought his house in Atlanta. Haven't been cool since. Ebro, they basically call Funk Flex a sucker for firing DJ Enough when, Flex was really exposing that Camilo is the one that snaked Enough. And they're both on heavy hitters, so I don't know. Hitta, J3 Hitta. This is Kendrick Lamar's cousin. Acts like he's somebody. Bro, we didn't even hear about you until the Kendrick Drake beef, but he says, you'll never see my bro talking to the police, asking for their number. This is all in response to Young Thug dissing Kendrick Lamar. He says, tell guys how they was checking in, though. Checking in, whoa, Kendrick Lamar? Come on, bro. By the way, he helped more people in the world we'll ever need to know. Kendrick Lamar only helped TDE get more on. He didn't really help that many other people. Yeah, he might have helped people, family and stuff. He didn't put anybody on. Only he just helped with TDE business, and that was really Top Dog utilizing Kendrick, celebrity. That's why you don't talk on unmonitored phone calls, kids. Okay. Young Thug continues to get trashed. Drake's taken the after the show too seriously with oxygen. I've never even seen athletes have oxygen after a game, but yet Drake performs for an hour, acts like he's, just played a, championship final game. Mariah Carey using streamers. She's trying to tap in with the streamers to get her album out there. She's trying to drop one more album. Ari, I guess she got a TV show with Moneybagg Yo, and they're doing whatever show this is. And on that show, she looks like the Saw, the guy from the Saw. I mean, come on, let's play a game. She looks like Jigsaw. This is why you don't do too much facial surgery. Big Meech embracing 42 Doug after 42 Doug paid for his friendship. Probably gave him a bag of $50,000. Freddie Gibbs explains to him any Butcher airport encounter. This is where Westside Gunn, a.k.a. fake Ghostface, he, was saying, like, yeah, they're talking, Benny the Butcher and him are talking. Because, Westside Gunn tried to press him in an airport. Bro, how you going to press somebody in an airport? If you guys get into a fight, everyone's going to jail. In France, too. So you guys, you better talk or it's going to be something else. Freddie Gibbs was like, we didn't really piece anything out. We were in an airport, so, we talked and we kept it moving. We weren't going to tussle right there. But I'm going to be honest, Freddie Gibbs would have gotten mopped. It would have been the third time he got mopped. And Young Thug's sister speaking out for him against Rollo. She's alone in Atlanta. Young Thug can't save her in Atlanta. He can't come to Atlanta. She should stay out of it, to be honest with you. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Sorry for the past few hours. I had to go to sleep, bro. I haven't been sleeping well over the weekend for some reason. I don't know why, but I'm gonna get this video up and go back to sleep. I appreciate you guys so much, and yes, I will check you guys in the next video in the morning.
393 Crump presents Mr. Hardaway, the ultimate entrepreneur with clothing, books, and music.
393 Crump, apartment 206. A young nigga having dreams of getting rich.
393 Crump, Mr. Hardaway. All links are below.